Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Gosh, it just seems like we did this last year. But here we go. Tonight's agenda, we'll start out as normal with our flag salute. We'll go through announcements. Normally we approve the minutes of the last meeting, but since I forgot to attach them, I apologize, and we'll try that. I'll attach the minutes to the email with the video links, and we can talk about them next time. First, we're going to have Nancy's going to give us a presentation on heads-up therapy on horseback for children with definite issues. Then we're going to, Doug Frazier is going to talk about the mobile home rent control ordinance. This is an ordinance. This is a city ordinance, and it is used to discuss and set rents for mobile home parks, and so it's sometimes becomes quite contentious. Then I'm going to come in and talk about happenings in Santa Clarita. We'll talk about the Canyon Country Community Center grand opening. We had a great time there. Talk about some of the personnel changes we've got at City Hall, because now we've got a new year. We're also going to have a fair number of new people at the top. We're going to talk about the LA County Stormwater Assessment Protest, what exactly that is and what happened, because that issue is not over, and it's just postponed, and we need to keep it alive so that the powers to be don't think we're going to fall asleep and just sneak it through. Then there was also a special city council meeting on the chloride issue, and so I want to give you a little heads up about what happened to that. That occurred on the 20th of December. Lastly, we'll talk to Bridge to Homes proposal for next year. This year they are at Drayton, and next year they were scheduled to move to Castaic, and it looks like they'd like to stay where they are. Anyway, we'll do that toward the end of the meeting. Hunt Brawley, who is spearheading that effort, is supposed to be here, and maybe he can answer any questions after the presentation. Also, we'll have our own version of public participation in new business, talk about what we can expect in the next couple of meetings, and then we'll adjourn promptly before 9 o'clock. I'd like to adjourn in the memory of Sarah. I think everybody knows that she was the girl that was missing for a while. No one knew what happened to her, and it turned out she died in an auto accident. So her celebration of life is Saturday, this coming Saturday, January the 19th, at the Real Life Church in Valencia at 11 a.m. And if you were one of her friends, you're requested to wear red. So hopefully they'll have a nice turnout. Now, every time I go through the flag salute stuff, we always talk about that they're a hero. I always end up, we'll talk about someone that did some great thing overseas or in the past, and I always end up saying to remind you that there are heroes all around us. This was appeared in the Signal. It was the Zonta's grant awards, and one of the grantees was our own Nadine Teter, and she can get a round of applause for this. You know, that's really good. And you know, Nadine, as it stated in the article, that Nadine made newspaper headlines in 2006 when she became a victim of a crime, and that experience drove her to pursue a degree in sociology, which she plans to use for a professional career as a victim's advocate. Her goal in life is for advocating for those who are directly or indirectly impacted by criminal behavior. So realizing that we do have heroes all around us, Mr. Colley, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you. Appreciate it. You all stand, put your right hand over your heart, and join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So let me go through announcements. Canyon Country Merchants Association, we've been talking about them. They formed here in Canyon Country, originally spearheaded by George Thomas at Route 66. and now they have teamed together with the Santa Clarita Chamber of Commerce, and we're trying to set up some activities here or some programs out here in Canyon Country where we actually can give away some of our Canyon Country passports so that people from the other side of the valley can show up. And one of the first ones that's being planned is a Taste of Canyon Country, which is proposed to occur up at the COC campus. So we'll keep you posted as to what that date is and as that firms up, but you should hear more about that. The Santa Clarita Chamber of Commerce is also hosting something. It is a meeting, a luncheon to discuss the impact of the Health Care Act on you. So if you're interested in that, that is a chamber activity, and I put it so small on there that I can't even read it. So it's on February the 7th at 11:30, and you can call the chamber if you're interested in attending. Also, there's in the KHIS is promoting a youth project charity drive. It's a cake auction and competition. So that is also something that's going to be taking place here within the next month. It's on March the 2nd. Okay, and so if you can look on the KHIS website and you can see it also. You know, when Mayor Keller took over this year, we reminded Mayor Keller that in the past time, when he was mayor last time, he conducted 4 town hall meetings. And when he was inaugurated as the mayor, I asked him, are you going to hold those 4 town hall meetings again? And he said, yes, he is, and he has announced and scheduled them. So the first in New Hall, February the 6th at 7 p.m. at New Hall Elementary. One in Canyon Country, Tuesday, March the 5th at 7 p.m. at Fair Oaks Ranch Elementary. One in Saugus, Tuesday, April the 30th at 7 p.m. at Rosedale Elementary. And the last one on May the 7th, Tuesday, at Valencia Valley Elementary. Now, these particular locations being scheduled all around the valley does not mean you can't attend if you don't live in that area. These are town hall meetings. They're slated to start out with a little presentation from the city, and then they want input from you. And the only way that our elected officials are going to know what it is you think is important is if you tell them. So if you can't make one, go to another. Or if you'd like, go to them all. I'm sure Mayor Keller would love to see you at each one. Cowboy Festival tickets are now on sale. The Cowboy Festival is going to be from the 18th to the 21st at Melody Ranch. And so if you're interested and you want an advance ticket, make sure to get one. You get on the city website and purchase one. Some local theater schedules. The Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center, Drumline Live is scheduled for January the 25th. The Escape Theater presents The Music Man on February the 1st through the 3rd. Atlantic Steps on February the 3rd. And, February the 8th. And Little Red Riding Hood and Other Stories on February the 9th. That should be interesting. And the Canyon Theater Guild, which has Run for Your Wife on January the 25th through February the 23rd. So if you want to step out one evening, there's a place to go. Also, a couple of days ago, I did an interview with Chris Sharp, and it's posted on the West Ranch Beacon. So if you'd like to know what I say about Canyon Country, why don't you just jump on your computer, type in West Ranch Beacon in Yahoo. It'll bring you right there, and you can see what I said. Attendance statistics, I thought were pretty reasonable for the amount of difficulty we had because of air conditioning problems here. Hopefully, the refinance of the building is going to go through before the summer, and we won't have that issue. But and I especially was pleased that we had a fair attendance at the last meeting, since we actually scheduled it on the 4th Wednesday instead of the 3rd Wednesday of the month, and it was a little bit unusual. We're keeping a line on video statistics as well. I thought it was interesting that in October, that video was a very short video on the fact that the water softener police were coming, and it's continued to be watched. So that ties a little bit into the chloride discussion that we're going to have in just a little bit. For next meeting, I'm going to start tying these two statistics together. I'm going to lay one up on top of the other and see if they normalize a little better than jumping all around, and see what our impact actually is. Also, we started a little bit of a membership drive. We've had our board members this month go out and hand out about 20 flyers and each, and so that was 100 total. And we're going to we just want to see how it went. We'll probably increase the number next month, and we'll be doing this around different parts of the area and see if we can get more interest in the meetings. Okay. So I didn't think we had anything going in February, but all of a sudden things have been popping up. A discussion on a global warming initiative, and also on what was that? On a I'll mail it out. Anyway, in March, the American Red Cross will be here, and to talk about their Prepare SoCal program. And so we'll have to wait for them. So I want to thank all of you for choosing to come to the Canyon Country Advisory Committee here in January, and I hope to see you back here next month. Thank you very much.